Back with us now, former Homeland Security Oversight Counsel Mike Howell. Sir, your reaction, by the way, it's good to see you. Democrat Progressive Representative Rashida Tlaib, she's doubling down. She's saying the U.S. not only must stop funding and giving money to ICE, she's also saying stop giving money to Border Patrol and Homeland Security. What's your reaction?
It's terrible how much contempt she has for this great country. And what's also awful is that just a couple weeks ago, President Biden was up in Michigan absolutely pouring praise on Rashida Tlaib, saying he admired her courage, how much of a fighter she is. And you know what? Tlaib's getting her wish, basically, because the Biden administration has shut down ICE to where they're only performing very few deportations, has handcuffed Border Patrol, and ignited the worst border crisis in history. So Tlaib is really leading the way, and I would say the thought leader for this administration. She's getting what she wants out of their policy actions.
Is Rashida Tlaib aware that there's a major and historic drug cartel war just across the border in Mexico, just miles from border towns, where we're seeing homicides per capita in Mexico beating out what's going on in the Middle East?
I doubt it. I don't think the news that she watches will even cover that sort of stuff. But what's happening south of the border is absolute chaos. The amount of human carnage that is going on, and in terms of drugs and cartels, but also the trafficking of children and the abuse that occurs to the kids and women along the way. It is a terrible, terrible situation, and it's all made possible by our lax border security. It's the fact that drugs can flow in, the cartels can make money off it, and they can make money off trafficking women and children into the country. And it's not going to get better until we reinstate some common sense border security measures. In fact, it's going to get way worse. The numbers for last month are going to come out soon, and they're going to be very high, close to 200,000, which is way, way over historical averages.
Yeah, so if that bears out and still continues that trend, it's the equivalent of taking in the population of Nebraska. So, this is a humanitarian story. The U.S. is an open arms country. The U.S. has been saying, come here legally because it's dangerous if you do it illegally. What happens is human smugglers, if you can't pay their fee, they will dragoon children and women into becoming drug coyotes. And if they don't do their job, they'll kill them. That's what's going on. Thousands of people die trying to make an illegal trek, the 2,300-mile trek from Central America through Mexico. So why is that information not registering with Democrats in Washington?
Because they're looking at another aspect of this, and that's the potential votes that they can get by opening the border and flooding illegal aliens into this country and growing the welfare state and registering potential new voters that they think will vote for them. It is worth all of the human carnage and damage and terrible things so long as they think it helps them win elections. And to me, that is a constitutional crisis of an epic magnitude. We're just a week out of the 4th of July, Independence Day, and we have an administration that is sacrificing the independence of our country because they think it helps them win future elections. This is a scandal of great, great proportion, and I really hope that they wake up and decide, maybe it's not worth sacrificing our country's sovereignty, security, and well-being because we think it helps us in elections. It's a terrible thing that's happening.
Final word, House Democrats are already moving to defund Border Patrol, lower funding for ICE, defund the border wall. We had this news coming in. Los Angeles County in California did an historic takedown, $1 billion worth of marijuana found. We're talking about record amounts of drugs pouring over the border, fentanyl really destroying the Southwest and going up through the Northwest as well. Your reaction to that part of the story?
Well, I mean, it's crazy, and it goes to show that really every city and town in this country becomes a border city or town. And that's because the drugs don't just stay here. They're mass-produced, mass-trafficked, and they go throughout the country, causing epic amount of damage along the way. No one is safe from what's happening on the border right now.
All right, Mike Howell, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you back on. It's good to see you. You'll come back soon.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.